Exercise 4. Conditionals. Let's do a close-up and start with exercise 1. This is test L, by the way. So point 1. I didn't have much experience at the time, so I wasn't given the job. Okay, so here we have an example of a past situation here and past situation here. So and we need to consider an alternative, right? So let's have a look at our table. Okay, there it is. So we're considering a past situation, which is this column, and an alternative version of a situation. So we are here, third conditional, in both parts of the sentence. So if I had had much experience at the time, I would have been given the job. Okay. Example 2. Do you mind not mentioning my name anymore? Okay, I would rather. Let's have a look at would rather. We have I would rather, and we have you. So we have two people, and we are referring to present or future. So this is this box here, past simple. I would rather you didn't mention my name anymore. I would rather you didn't mention my name anymore. Two people, and it's referring to the present or future. That's why we use past simple. Unless the police deliver tangible evidence, the suspects will be discharged. Okay, this is first conditional because it's referring to the future and it's something real. So when we are talking about something real and referring to the future, possible situation, it's first conditional. So if the police doesn't deliver tangible evidence, the suspects will be discharged. We wouldn't like to have bought a second-hand car. We wish. Now we are talking about wish, and we're talking about past situation. Wish and a past situation, we want to use past perfect, just like in the case of third conditional. So we wish we hadn't bought a second-hand car. Example number 5. It's a pity Mike and Tom aren't joining us. We would rather, okay, future, and we have subject and object, so we would rather them, they, two people, future, past simple. We would rather they were joining us, or past continuous in this case, because we have past continuous, they aren't joining us. So we would rather Mike and Tom were joining us. Harry played truant too often, that's why he wasn't awarded a promotion. Hadn't Harry, well, that's just inversion. Hadn't Harry played truant hadn't Harry played truant too often, he would have been awarded a promotion. That's the alternative version of a past, so it's third conditional. Write clearly or else she won't be able to read your message. Unless you write clearly, she won't be able to read the message. First conditional, possible situation. Unless is if plus not. Just remember that unless is the same as if plus not. So it's like, if plus not. First conditional. So unless you write clearly, she won't be able to read the message. Yeah. Or you can say if you don't write clearly, right? But here we need if you don't. That's just the same as if you were to use unless. It's a pity David lives so far away from us. Okay, if only, and this is, let's have a look at our table. This is referring to a present situation, and we are talking about an alternative version of that situation because we want to say co by było gdyby, what if he lived, so past simple, second conditional. If only David lived closer to us, or if only David didn't live so far away from us, okay? So we are considering an alternative version of a situation. Example number 9. If they had invited more friends, their party would have been more enjoyable. And here what they want to do is they want us to use inversion. So had goes in the beginning, if drops off. Had they invited more friends, their party would have been more enjoyable. And the rest of the sentence stays the same, right? So this part of the sentence doesn't change at all. What we want to do is just we do inversion here. That's what they want us to do. Okay, we have unless, so that means that this is probably going to be present conditional. I mean present simple and first conditional. Unless I am informed about everything, I will write a complaint. If I am not informed about everything, I will write a complaint. This is a simple case of present simple and first conditional. Yeah, so this was pretty easy. If you still are not sure about these things, just rewatch the video. There's a lot of back and forth between the table and these examples. So, but if you don't know the table, it's and you have problems with conditionals, it's really helpful to learn this stuff, and you're gonna see the same types of sentences all over the place. So it's nice to know the table, and it's just as well. You might just as well at the same time also learn this table, the wish and if only table. Yeah, so this is simple as well, and they are very similar. Present situation, second conditional, past situation, third conditional, similar to the Krzyżanowski table. So I recommend you learn both of these tables.